we have deep stretch, relaxation. I have a long band I'm going to use as a strap if needed. And then I have 2 blocks as well. So if you have blocks, or maybe you like to incorporate a pillow, anything to get yourself more comfortable. When you're ready, lay yourself down on your mat. Before we begin releasing ourselves into a Shavasana position, close your eyes, let the body get comfortable. Option to have extended legs, nice and long. Feel free to take a bent knee position, soles of feet placed on the mat. Or moving into more open hips, inner thighs by placing those soles of feet in to touch and knees to fall wide. Tilting the head back slightly, maintain a nice open throat. And option, give yourself one cleansing breath. Inhale through the nose, open the mouth and let a sigh out the mouth. Option to stay with regular rhythm of breathing or start to find your Ujjayi pranayama, ocean sounding breath. Keeping the mouth closed, allowing a slow 4-second inhale through your nose. Holding pause at the top, breath at the back of the throat. And exhale, slow 4-second release up the nose. Holding pause at the base. Simply working to deepen your breath. Set yourself an intention now to just stay present throughout your entire practice. A light wiggle of the fingers, the toes, as we start to awaken the body. Extend your legs long ways down the mat. Legs are long, bring your legs together, point your toes, arms reaching overhead as you inhale, lift those arms overhead, arch your back, you get a nice extension. And on the exhale, simply releasing that tension. Once more, engage and inhale, lift and reach those arms. And exhale, let it go. Right knee lifting into chest, inhale, lift, take those hands, interlace or just grab onto that right shin, hug that knee in towards the chest, keeping that left leg fully extended and long. Again, maintaining that breath, and your eyes can be shut as we'll start nice and light. Moving that knee wide towards your right shoulder, still maintaining to hug it in, but now that hip is rotated open in your one removing supine. Flexing that right foot, right hand grab onto the sole of the foot or ankle area, moving it into a single leg happy baby. Knee is wide, foot lifted. Again, hand or add in that strap if you ever need it. Getting that leg to lift straight up to the sky. Take those hands, interlace behind that leg, avoiding the knee. Point and flex through your top right foot. Moving into some ankle rolls, a nice circular motion, roll it out. And bring that circle the other way now. From here, we'll be floating that right leg wide to the right. Using right hand wide on that thigh, start to guide that leg wide. Right elbow on the mat, leg is extended. If you need it, just take a full bend at your knee here, but either way, the hip is open, and it's up to you for how wide and extended you want that leg to go. few more deep breaths. Nice and slow, start to guide that leg straight up and center. Place your left hand on that right leg now, guiding that leg wide left. Now you might not be getting as much movement here. A small opening in your IT band and that right hip. An option to place your right arm into a single cactus. So elbow is wide, palm is open. Again, just bend your knee if you need here. Control your lift leg up to center. Bend leg at knee. Inhale, give it a nice hug in the chest. And on the exhale, float that leg long down the mat. And then shake it out a bit, little drum roll of the legs. Left knee, when you inhale, lift. Float knee to chest. Hands interlace on shin, hugging in. Feeling that tailbone pressure on the mat. And do that back of the head. Noticing it getting heavier and fully settling. Opening that hip, bringing that knee wide left, hugging in towards that shoulder area now, and our one removing supine pose. As you flex that left foot, grabbing onto sole of foot, ankle where you can for your single leg happy baby. Bend that knee, foot is lifted. Using that breath. Slow extension, left leg straight up to sky. Interlace or grab on behind that left leg. Point and flex left foot. Option to roll it out, going into a nice circular motion ankle roll. And circling it the other way. And this is where we're gonna let the leg go wide left, so take your time to slowly let it fall. Use that left hand for support. Left elbow on the mat, or of course taking it all the way wide, bend knee if you need. Take your time on that flow. Gently bring that leg up. Right hand, place it on that leg to give it a gentle extension to the right. Option is that left arm going into a light cactus, elbow wide, palm up, open. And let that leg come up slowly. Take a careful bend at the knee. Inhale, hug knee to chest. And exhale, send that leg long again. Give it a little shake out. Both the knees will lift to chest. Inhale, float those knees in. Wrap those arms around the shins. Hug the knees to chest and rock your body out here. Side to side, maybe even to some circular motion rolls. And we'll be letting our soles of the feet Go hip width apart on the mat. Knees are bent, arms are long down by sides as we push up to our bridge pose. Gaze up, inhale, push those hips up to the sky. Option to stay here. If you are wanting to go deeper, interlace all 10 fingertips under the body, roll onto your shoulders, try to push the hips a bit higher, maintain an open throat. Give yourself 2 more deep breaths. Let those fingertips release and let the back slowly fall to the mat. Do a light release, knees side to side. Keeping that left foot on the mat, bent knee, bend that right leg and place outside of right ankle on that left thigh. Right palm pushes right knee wide, opening the hip, level 1, figure 4. Staying here or inhale, lift that left knee up to 90. Give those arms a nice reach to the legs. Interlace or grab on behind the left thigh or the shin, or you always have that option to extend that left leg up to sky as well. In your figure 4 hold. Breathing into that hip. And take your time to uncross those legs. Again, hug into chest or feet on mat and give it a little release. Soles of the feet will go back on the mat, hip width apart. You have an option to come into your bridge pose one more time where the hips will lift. And if you're ready for your wheel pose, back bend, then you'll place those hands beside the face, fingertips to face the top of your mat. Otherwise, stick with your bridge. And here we go. Start to push your body up. So again, only entering that wheel pose if you're comfortable. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, wheel pose, tuck your chin in, and 1, very carefully release that back, and then lower back and bum to the mat. Again, give it a little release. If you have some built up tension, knee drop side to side, windshield wiper it out. Right foot staying on the mat, bent knee, grab on left leg and take that outside ankle on that right thigh. Little press, move that left knee wide, opening hip. Staying here or inhale, lift knee to 90, reach arms through, interlace or take your grab on as we're entering that figure 4 hold with the head to just be resting on the mat. And let those legs slowly let it go. Again, knock it out. Full happy baby, full back on mat. Take those knees wide. Stay here, flex feet, grab another feet, and let both those knees go wide, opening the hips and inner thighs. And taking a bit of a longer hold. Staying in center, or you might even prefer some light movement in your happy baby, which could be just a gentle rock out side to side as you're holding. And if you are letting body gently rock out, come to center, full back on mat, where we will slowly extend those legs straight up to sky. So bend at knees and let those legs lift. Legs are straight, arms are long down by sides. Now we will be holding with those legs lifted. If you have easy access to the wall, feel free. If you do prefer it, you can inch yourself over with that sit bones nice and close and roll yourself over with those legs lifted. Otherwise, if you do prefer just to stay on your mat and you have an option to use a band or a strap, you can always take it from those backs of those feet and grabbing on just for a bit of support. Otherwise, feel free to use your hands as well. So again, the arms can be just resting down by your sides, or you could be using them on the legs, on the strap, or using that wall. Choose an option. You can always switch it up if needed or take a break, or let those knees just gently bend. Otherwise, our goal is to have those legs as straight as we can, maintaining those deep breaths and taking a nice hold. Keep it up. Stick with your breath. Starting to notice any tingling or sensations from those legs staying lifted. Give yourself your last 5 deep breaths. If we are using the wall or using that strap where we have ourselves facing the other way, give yourself a gentle release from the wall in order to come back on your mat safely. Lower those legs and carefully maneuver yourself. And whenever you're ready, your feet can come onto the mat and just windshield wiper it out. Good, we're back on our mat. Lift those knees to 90. Open those arms into cactus, elbows wide, open up those palms. Keep those knees side by side and just slowly float those knees down to the left. And gaze to the right. Your supine spinal twist. You have the option to stay right here with both those knees bent, or if you do want to increase it, option to let those legs straighten nice and long, and feel free to add in your left hand, grabbing onto the thighs or the shins in your twist. If you did, straighten your legs. Let's bend them at the knees. And gently inhale to get those knees lifting back to 90 in center. And again, if you need to release, rock your body out. And take your time to let those bent knees start to fall to the right, all the way. Gaze goes left, and again, you have the option to give those legs a straighten if you're ready for it, and adding in that right hand onto the legs for a deeper pull twist. And from straight legs, give them that bend and carefully inhale as you float those knees up to center and hug it in and rock those knees out side to side. Now from our knees being bent at 90, simply cross that right knee over the left. We want that knee to be right in front of the left as best as we can, ankling our feet out wide. Stay here if you need. Otherwise, if we can, reach your hands, grab onto those ankles or the feet, pulling the feet wide, shoelace pose, head down. Now I know it might be tough to get the one knee nice and tucked in front and to be pulling the feet wide. If you need, just hang on to that knee area, or you can always move back into that figure 4 position if this is just too much for you. Otherwise, again, breathe through it a bit more intense stretch. Take your time, uncross those legs, safely releasing, rocking it out or windshield wipering. And we lift those knees back up to 90. This time, cross that left knee over the right, angling the feet out wide, reaching those hands up to grab on to the tops of feet, ankle areas, and head to rest. And very slow, let it go, uncross, and one last rock out release here on your back. When you're done rocking it out, just safely rolling body onto right side to find your fetal position with the option to have that right arm on under head as a pillow. Maybe you have a towel or a pillow here, just whatever's comfortable for you. Giving yourself 2 deep breaths. And take your time, try to push your body up nice and slow. We'll be seated here, grab water if needed. And let's move into a nice butterfly position with those legs. Soles of feet in, knees wide, ground down your sit bones, grab onto the ankles, the soles of the feet or peace fingers wrap around those big toes, grab on, sit tall, stay right here if you need, or option to take an inhale, gently tilt your head back, opening up the throat, the chest. On the exhale, round your spine, hinge yourself forward, and start to fold, so let that head go. Option is stay here. Again, we'll go through that 2 more times. Inhale, roll it. Arch and gently open the front of the body. And exhale, pull down, reach, and fold. Last time, inhale, gently lifting, opening chest. And exhale, let yourself fall, fold. This time we'll be holding, so bringing it all the way down with the hands to stay, or feel free to always go forearms on the mat or arms extended. If your arms are extended, walk them in and let your body just gently roll up. Feel free to keep your legs in butterfly if you'd rather go to easy cross-legged in order to sit comfortably, then please feel free. Right fingertips to that right side, left arm inhale up and get a nice side bend to that right side. Side body is opening, shoulder, stay or take it a bit lower, whatever you're comfortable. Last deep breath. And float, inhale, arm up, place those fingertips on the mat to the left, and right arm getting a side bend down to that left side. Open the shoulder, stay nice and extended. And from here, nice and slow, gentle lift. Palms down on those knees. Again, whatever's comfortable for the legs to seat. Shoulders, inhale, lift to the ears. Hug your shoulder blades in and together. And exhale, push down and back. Inhale, lift. Hug in, squeeze, retract, and exhale down. Again, up, hug in, and lower. And last time, lift, squeeze in, and down. Other way, lift up, push forward, and releasing, give it 3 more on your own. Nice full shoulder rolls to the front. Last time. And taking a gentle twist, left hand on the right knee, right palm or fingertips behind the back. And just gently, safely twist. Gaze over that back right shoulder. And safe release out, gently float the body, move that right palm on that left knee, left hand behind back in a gentle twist. And exhale, let it go to center. Give the legs a little release, bend them on the mat, and let it drop out side to side. Now we'll be starting in our deer pose. From deer pose, moving into our pigeon. So let's set ourselves up for a deer. Have that block or cushion close by as you might need it. Let's bring that right leg forward in front, shin parallel with the knee, left knee wide with the hip, and line up that left shin straight behind that knee as well. So take those adjustments. If right now you're completely unable to sit comfortably, you can grab that block or that pillow and put it right under that right glute. So stay there if you need. Also option to stay being more lifted, body tall, or if you want to take that lean forward, walk yourself forward. Again, you could have the pillow or the block here as well for the head to just gently fold and release. So we are in our deer pose to start. So you'll feel a light hip opening. Might not be as intense for you as pigeon, or it could be the same level as intensity. Slightly different sensations. And if you did, let your body fold forward in your deer pose. Let's slowly use those hands to help lift up. Now from here, we're transitioning into pigeon pose. You can always stay here as well if you prefer. Bend that front right leg at a 45-degree angle, unless you know you're taking it at that more intense parallel shin position. Use your hands, lift your body so you can pivot on the back toe. Make adjustments with that right leg as well if needed. Sink your hips to the mat, untuck the back toes now. Square out those hips, light on the fingertips. Option to open up chest, mini back bend. Inhale, arch back and open that through. And exhale, fold forward and hinge. Option to stay light on fingertips. Again, 2 more times. Inhale, a nice full back spine, roll open. And then exhale, fold and surrender. Last time, inhale, roll up. And exhale to release down. And this time we'll stay, make adjustments with the forearms, the fists on the mat, or again, that block of pillow for your head, making it as comfortable for yourself as you can. Breathing through any of that built up tension, uncomfortable sensations. Always remaining to hold it as best as we can unless we feel pain, and always releasing out gently. And from being in that pigeon, hands gentle lift. Since we're staying on the mat, again, use your hands to help lift your hips, roll over safely onto your right hip glute, grab on your left leg, sweep your legs forward, and you might again need to shake it out. Bent knees or straight legs, let it go. Good, so we'll be starting with that deer first on the left side now. So left leg bent, shin parallel, and left knee and that right knee wide now. Line up that back shin straight behind that knee as well. Get comfortable, block if you need. Sit up tall with the option to stay right here, or anytime you're ready to walk forward and hinge and let the body release. Staying in our deer pose. Last 2 breaths. And gently lifting body, use those hands, push yourself up. As we adjust into our pigeon, we take that left leg to bend it, again, 45-degree angle, or keeping it more parallel. Use those hands, shimmy that right leg back so you're able to lift, pivoting on the back toe, guide that left shin forward more. If you need, sink your hands down, untuck those back toes. Light on those fingertips wide if you want to take our back chest opener. Inhale, arch your back and open through. And exhale, fold and release. 2 more. Inhale, roll, lift and open. And exhale, down. Last time, inhale to lift. And exhale, this time we'll fold and slowly bring your body right down to stay in your pigeon pose. Almost there. Take your time, bring those hands up. We want to make sure we're doing a safe release. Use hands, do a gentle lift, rolling over onto left side, safe grab on to right leg, slide those legs forward, and give yourself a nice release, let it go. Good job, shake it out, extend those legs nice and long if they aren't there. Ground down through the sit bones, flex those feet, toes up, inhale, reach your arms up, option mini back bend, open up. And exhale, reach forward, full body. Our first seated forward fold. Breathing, head down if we can, let it fully hang. Feeling the tension from the spine and back and neck dissipate as we let that head just relax. Give yourself those last few deep breaths to maybe fold slightly deeper. When we roll up, let's reach arms up to sky, aiming for a nice flat back. Inhale, lift, reach those arms, extend. Bend from elbows, exhale, open up, and let those arms slowly fold. Water on the move if you need. Cross your legs at the knees, and let's meet in tabletop position. So placing those palms forward, shoulder width apart, those knees hip width apart, toes tucked lightly. Coming into our cow pose. Inhale, drop to the belly. Open your throat, take a nice inhale. Moving into cat, exhale, tuck the spine round, head down. Inhale, push belly down, open up through the chest. Exhale, tuck, round that spine, angry cat. 2 more, inhale, cow pose. Exhale, tuck, round, gaze back wall. Last time, inhale, lift. And exhale, fold and round that body. Release yourself flat back. Walk your palms forward on the mat. Knees stay as is, so bum is still lifted. Start to slowly drop your chest, releasing forehead to the mat as we're in our extended puppy dog pose. Letting those arms extend all the way. Feeling a nice stretch. Underarms, triceps, shoulders, side body. To get out of this, simply untuck toes, push your body weight back, and take it into a regular child's pose. Just let that body weight go right back. Pushing from here into an up dog variation. Keep your hands where they are. Push your body forward, almost sliding the body down. Drop the hips, open the chest. Notice how my knees are just comfortable on the mat. Push hips back, take it back into that child's pose. Good, again, shift forward. Drop hips, open up, no rush here. And sink those hips back, push, flat. 2 more times. Feel free to kind of go at your own speed here if needed. Sink the hips. And push, bum, sit bones back, stretch. And 1 more time. Hitting that variation of up dog. And pushing all the way back, release. Awesome job. Float in forward into tabletop. Adjust, tuck the toes, and let's push to our first downward facing dog. Bum, sit bones, lift, pressing those heels down to the mat, flattening out that back, and start to walk lightly through the feet, moving those hips out, getting any cracks. Start to walk those feet, heel toe, walking halfway up the mat to end up in your standing forward fold. Let that head hang. Let the full body fold down to those legs. Stay here or gently place those hands behind head, almost crunch position, and gently sway your head, and those hips will follow, getting a bit of a deeper stretch in the hips and the legs. Let those arms go long and head dangle loose. Walking those feet so they're as wide as the mat, keeping them parallel, a nice straight line. Again, keep your fold forward, letting it go. Placing that left palm center mat, option block or fingertips, and inhale, extending that right arm up to sky. Option to stay here or bend that arm, taking it towards that left hip, or even grabbing on towards that inner thigh, rolling open that shoulder. And yes, that gaze can be up if you're comfortable with it, otherwise keeping it neutral. Right arm, reach up, inhale. And slow lower exhale, let that hand go down. Body in center where that right palm will place. And inhale, start with that left arm reaching straight up, finding your gaze. Keeping that left arm straight, or option drop it behind towards that right hip. Option to go grab right on towards that inner thigh. Shoulder open and gaze can be up. Left arm lift, inhaling. And exhale, float down, body down, rock your hips out gently side to side. Pivoting our feet, toes out, heels in. It's a little bit of a shorter stance. For your Malasana, can be squat, so once those feet are adjusted, bend the knees, sink the bum down. Level 1 option, if you're almost there but it's not comfortable enough for you, you can block it, or you can always go bum on mat and butterfly as we have done earlier. Hands to heart center. If you do have those feet on the mat, roll your shoulders back, push your knees wide, maintain that open chest and open throat. Avoid the hunching and the rounding of the body. Hips are open, those knees are pushed nice and wide. Option, close your eyes here. Hold, breathe. Almost there. Fingertips to our mat. Pivot your feet parallel. Push bum up. Head down. And again, if you need it, rock it out side to side. Keeping those feet where they are, head is down, stay here, reach those arms behind back. Option to grab your strap here if needed. If you can't, interlace all 10 fingertips. Reach those arms towards that top of the mat, head down, shoulders rolled open. Still getting into those legs, dropping that chest. And let those arms exhale, fingertips just slowly go onto the mat. Walking those palms forward, shoulder width apart, stepping back into that down dog position one at a time. Again, a light walking down dog if you need. And now we're floating our right leg up to sky. So take a slow lift. Open up the hip, point those toes. High on left toes, you will step your foot towards the right edge of your mat. So try and step it wide if you can, sweep it in. Good, for now the foot can be just facing forward, knee over ankle. Sink your hips down. It's not quite touching the mat yet, but I'm letting it release. Slowly let that back knee lower, untuck the toes. Light on fingertips, open up that chest. Pivot those right toes out, about 45-degree angle. Option, stay here for now, just on the hands in lizard, or take that right palm inside of that right knee, gentle push away so that knee is opening slightly deeper, and if you want to take it, gaze over left shoulder. Last breath. Guide your body back to center, fingertips on mat. Option is stay here in your lizard, or we can release down lower. Block option, forearms down onto that block or on that mat. Hips are hinged forward, and you can always stay on those hands, the palms. Give it 5 more deep breaths. From those forearms, let those hands lift just one at a time. Tuck your back toes. Walk your right foot slowly to the center of the mat, so heel toe, bring it in, and right fingertips outside foot. If you do ever need a towel or a cushion under that back knee, feel free to take it. Push your hips forward. So now that foot, the only difference is it is center right in line with the knee, the right hip. Hips are hinged, chest is open. From here, walking those hands back, straightening out right leg if we can, flexing the foot, keep that bend underneath you need, and letting head fold down for a hamstring calf stretch. Stay here, or we will be taking the time if we want to come into splits. If you do have those blocks, your hands can be on the blocks. You gently start to take it slightly wider so you can move yourself an inch at a time, stopping wherever it's needed. And hold, never releasing those hands from the mat unless your full body is down. If you did go deeper in the splits, let's carefully bring ourselves back in. Hands, safe movement here. Walk your palms forward once you're there. Palms on the mat, foot on mat, back toes tucked, knee up, gentle step back in a down dog, and a walk out there on the spot if you need it. And we'll be raising that left leg up on the inhale, open hip, point toes. High on toes, step wide, left edge of the mat. If not, we'll just give it a little walk there. Foot wide, first just sinking the hips low for one breath. And then making our adjustments of resting that back knee down, untucking toes, angling those left toes out slightly, 45-degree angle. Feel free to stay right here on your hands. Otherwise, we can go down lower using those forearms. Oh, we'll take our opening of the hip after we take our hold here on the side. So right now we're down for our hold, and then we will push that hip open deeper. Good. From holding, take a nice lift. Again, you can always just choose to stay here, or that left palm this time inside of that knee, gentle shift it wide with your option to take that gaze right, opening up in that shoulder, neck as well. And let yourself come in. Fingertips down, gently heel toe, start to walk that foot to the center. Fingertips outside foot, tuck your back toes, and push your hips forward. So just a nice hip hinge and a chest opener, one breath. And use those hands to help walk back. Now push your hips back, flex that left foot, letting your head fold down when it's ready. Again, we have some time here. You may stay, or anytime you're ready to go a bit deeper, start to gently take it into your splits. Awesome job. If you did come deeper, be careful as we bring our body back in. Walk those hands forward, foot on mat, palms on mat, tuck toes, lift right knee, and float that foot back in a down dog and walking it out one more time. High on those toes, float those knees wide on your mat, untuck toes, press, wide leg child's pose. When you're ready, let yourself raise up. We'll close class and seated today, so just maneuver yourself to be bums, sit bones on the mat. Legs are up to you. Butterfly, Sukhasana, line up those heels, maybe taking the lift over, maybe even sitting on a block, whatever is comfortable for you. Sit tall, place those palms, option down on the knees, or open those palms to receive more energy and maybe add a mudra grip. Index finger to thumb, open your chest, your throat. Just coming back to that breath. With the option to stay here or sweep your arms wide, inhale up to the sky. Palms touch at top, take a nice exhale. Float those hands down, heart center. Again, inhale, nice lift. Connect and exhale down. And last time, inhale, lift. Palms touch, exhale, guide into heart center, bow the head, thanking yourself for practicing on your mat, spending that hour for you. And thanks for joining me. Namaste.